Welcome to the Whiskey Vaults, where I choose the whiskey today. I'm Daniel.
He's Daniel Whittington, you basic bastard.
Yeah, it's not cool, man. All right, I picked my own whiskey this time.
Feeling it?
I'm the magnificent bastard.
Really not.
Yeah!
You're a basic bastard.
I'm not a basic bastard. Basic has brought on a whole new definition these days.
You basic.
I am not a basic bastard. I am the original magnificent
All right,
bastard.
so Aaron, not surprised you would choose this?
I poured you free whiskey before you were even on this show.
You often speak of Aaron?
Yes, that makes me the original magnificent bastard.
Was it your whiskey?
The first ones I poured you were my whiskey purchased with my money, and even sent you home with a bottle I had bought.
Yeah, that was a violent act though. It was Lefroy.
That was Lefroy 10.
It was Lefroy 10. It was like, hey, you're brand new to whiskey. Drink it.
This is for you as a thank you. Wink, wink. No, I dig Aaron. Aaron's
hear
young.
The screams from across town.
Aaron is young as far as new distilleries go. It's on the Isle of Arran. Now, here's the thing. The Isle of Arran is in between Campbelltown Peninsula and the mainland of Scotland. The main body of Scotland. At one point, it held a ton of illicit stills. Now, I've not read this anywhere, but I'm guessing because from the Isle of Arran, you can get to a lot of different places in Scotland. So it makes it a pretty prime location for distilling stuff illegally on an island and then getting it into the mainland pretty quickly.
I'm getting flowers and...
It reminds me of Deanston 12 and all the floral nose notes.
Now what's... Deanston I think is a pretty low proof if I remember right.
46. Deanston's usually 46.
Alright, this is 46 too.
Yeah.
We will compare.
No, I don't actually have the Deanston 12
How do you
in
not
here
have the-
because we pulled it for the whiskey class
Yeah.
coming up. You're right though, it is super floral, but with a little hint of rubber kind of...
So I wanted to say shoe leather, but because it's shoes, people would think it's like a stinky leather. It's not the raw leather. So
No, like when you get brand new shoes.
Yeah, like a shoe store.
Brand new boots. Oh, a boot store.
Yeah,
all leather everywhere.
How many pairs of boots do you have?
7.
Really?
Yeah.
I own no pairs of boots.
You're not even Texan. How can you call yourself a Texan?
I just don't need the lift.
That's where you went with that? Anybody wearing boots needs the lift.
This smells really nice. I'm excited to
It
get it.
really does.
Yeah.
It's all zesty and fruity and...
But not overly sweet and sugary.
No.
It's got some...
Not too much butterscotch. It's
some
orange.
Mid-range notes in there. Yeah, what's it? Almost like a tangerine. On the nose.
You must taste just like sugar and tangerine.
Damn, that's so easy to drink.
Oh.
And it stays with you.
Woo, yeah, that's spiky. You know what I want to compare it to?
Spiky? I'm getting not even the smallest trace of spike.
I am.
This is as spiky as butter.
But did you move it around your mouth or did you just swallow it?
I drank it like a normal human
I moved
being.
it around and spread it out. I think I got a little more alcohol evaporation than you did.
You tossed it around all willy-nilly.
Oh, it's beautiful though, but there's no bitterness.
Playing a dangerous game, Whittington.
It's sparkly. That's better than spiky. Woo! It's effervescent.
Yeah, I could say sparkly and... You know what? Damn it, dude.
You know what I want to compare it to is the 12.
This reminds me of a fruity white wine.
Yeah, that's why I say sparkly.
A fruity white wine.
It's all the floral, beautiful... What do I have that we can compare? Because I want to compare it to the other Aaron, because this is way fruitier than my memory of an Aaron whiskey.
Yeah.
But I haven't had the 14. Now, one thing I will tell you about this is priced almost as expensive as the Lagavulin 16. The La Cranza is sort of their no-age statement release, and it's more cheap. You want to try that one and see what their entry level, like, hey...
We'll start there.
comparison does.
We'll start there. Jimmy Murphy. Does a wine barrel eventually lose the flavor it lends to whiskey over time?
Yes, absolutely it does.
So how many barrels can you get? How many years, I guess?
It totally depends on the weather,
Okay.
climate, size of the barrel, and what whiskey's going into it.
Does it depend on the kind of wine that was?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because
if
some
you get-
wines are more...
If you get, more of a dessert wine like a port or a sherry, it's gonna linger longer than just a cab or a Zinfandel barrel or something.
Totally
like
a white wine type of vibe on this, Aaron.
that. But you know what? Now that we found that in the 14, I'm finding it in the La Cranza.
So, like,
Try that.
Give me a range.
The La Cranza is just as bright and fruity, but lacks the complexity. This brought the barrel aging that this brought shows up in this glass as the leather.
Oh yeah, no, this matured into an elegant creature.
Yeah.
You can get the direction.
I mean, that's still great.
This is really good, but you can get the direction this is headed in.
Mm-hmm.
This is where it ends up, and it's really nice. Well, give me an age, like a range though. For a barrel, can you get?
There's really not one. I mean, I've seen barrels in America where like they've said we put this in there for a month and it was way too long.
Okay.
Which means you could have used that barrel many times before it ran out, right?
Yeah.
And then there's ones in Scotland where they are in there for years.
So I guess that's why they go and they'll periodically sample barrels to see how they're doing.
You gotta know, yeah.
You can't just be like, well, it's oak, and we know an oak barrel is always going to deliver this much time.
Right.
Okay.
And that's the same thing but Scotland reuses a lot of barrels, so does Canada for that matter. But that's why you'll have them all labeled first fill, second fill, right? So what's interesting is in Scotland, when they call a barrel first fill,
Yeah.
they don't mean fresh new oak.
Right.
They mean the first time that they've put whiskey into it. Usually what they call a first fill is a used bourbon or a used sherry barrel.
Yeah.
It's just the first fill of their spirit.
Gary Gallant. Daniel.
Yes.
I know you said that you were not going to make a tasting note kit since there's already a great one out there.
Yeah.
But I think there's a market for a magnificent bastard version.
Oh.
Here are some notes for your kit.
Oh, okay.
From
You've already started it off for us.
From this and previous videos, I've been keeping track to see if we can find them. Dusty Antique Store.
Okay.
We've trotted that one out a few times.
Yeah, we have.
Hay and Urine.
Yeah, I did do that one.
I can't remember more than
I'm a
one.
little uncomfortable with that tasting kit already.
Roasted marshmallow.
Yeah, that'll work.
Sour leather, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that raw kind of hint as it's green. Soap. You get soap more often than I do. Soap. Buttered off-the-shelf pastry crap.
Yeah! Notice that he already picked sides by how he wrote that line.
No, he didn't pick
Crap.
sides. He joined the winning team.
Actually, I think proportionally that's true.
Annihilate.
Yeah, the pastry people were pretty passionate.
You know what? I may give you a sporting shot. On the other channel, I'm gonna let you prove your case.
All right.
Or at least attempt
Wait,
to.
this will be airing after that's already happened.
That's fine. Go to the other channel and watch the episode, because
Okay.
that's what we did.
What's what we did?
We
You
haven't
gave me a
done it
shot?
yet, but that's what the episode is going to be about.
Okay.
And I'm going to give you a chance. Please understand, you are completely. I will trot out objective third parties.
To prove that.
Actually, not even objective. I will trot out people that like you more than me. And they will still agree
All right.
that toaster strudels are superior
Okay.
to Pop-Tart. Fruit roll-up, yes. Funk, yes. Tire, every once in a while, yeah.
Mm-hmm, that's real.
And we get nuttiness and sunflower seeds, and yeah. The thing is like finding a perfumery, not...
Let's just put those things in mason jars.
No.
Urine and hay. The old leather.
Yeah. Yeah.
Leather and Sour Patch Kids.
It's better than essence of. It's
yeah,
the actual
it's the
thing.
actual thing. Nah, we just gotta figure out how to put an old antique shop into a mason jar.
I am actually very pleasantly surprised by, is it this one here?
No, this is the 14. That one's...
Oh,
now, does it, in your mind, reach the quality and complexity of Lagavulin 16? Because that's what they're pricing it at.
Totally different kind of experience. Mm-hmm. But complexity and nuance,
So
yes.
what if we said...
My answer is yes, but it's a much more space-side kind of experience.
Yeah,
than
what if we
Islay
said
kind of experience.
that these are both sparkly, but one's a red wine and one's a white wine?
Man, I think that's...
Because Lagavulin, to me, has the sparkle kind of
I
effervescent.
think that's... Okay, directionally, I see where you're going. That's going to be more aggressive than a red wine compared to a white wine.
Look at how light that tastes compared to what you thought you were going to get from Lagavulin 16. Everyone always, when you go straight to Lagavulin 16, the smoke hits you first. But when you come to it after other whiskeys, it always tastes lighter than you remember.
Oh, wow.
See what I mean?
Oh, wow.
It always tastes lighter than you remembered when you come to it 3 or 4 in.
All right,
All
fair enough.
right, I think we're good.
Well, if you don't want to compare, at least one more.
Dude, we already did 2 comparisons to this one.
You said Deanston.
Yeah, I'm not doing Deanston.
You don't like Deanston?
Not right now. I want to live in this islandy kind of world for a little bit before we have to leave it. We're about to leave it for something I'm not certain I'm going to love. I'm a little nervous.
You want to tell me about it?
I'm feeling clingy.
How does that make you feel?
A little lonely.
Like in your quiet space?
Yeah. A little lonely.
Yeah.
A little fragile.
You need a hug?
No. You couldn't get the camera to it, so you had to do it with a paper ball.
It would have telegraphed the move.
Yeah, that's true.
It would have telegraphed the move.
All right, here's to fighting, stealing, and drinking.
You fight, may you fight for a friend.
If you steal, may you steal a lover's heart.
And if you drink,
May you drink with us.
Hey, thanks for hanging out with us in the Whiskey Vault. Don't forget to throw in a like, hit that subscribe button on the bottom right, drop a question or comment down below.